In the small town of Mitchell, Indiana, stands a beautiful vintage mansion. At first glance, it looks charming and idyllic, the kind of place you'd want to call home. But inside those walls, the whispering never stops. The phantom footsteps of children run through the night. Strange scents manifest from thin air only to vanish a moment later. And far more terrifying is a dark entity that stands ready to attack anyone who dares to invade its territory. Go ahead and say hello in the comments below as we journey together into Whispers Estate, a place widely considered one of the most terrifying haunted houses in America. The story of Whispers Estate begins at the turn of the 20th century. In 1899, Dr. John Gibbons and his wife Jessie purchased this home. They were a wealthy and kind-hearted couple, but they were unable to have children of their own. To fill their large, empty home with love, they adopted orphaned children. But their happiness was extinguished by a series of horrific tragedies. First, there was Rachael. She was a 10-year-old girl, lovely and full of life. On Christmas morning in 1912, Rachael sneaked downstairs to the parlor to peek at her gifts. As she tried to reach a present near the fireplace, her nightgown tragically caught fire. The flames engulfed her. Dr. Gibbons tried desperately to save his daughter, but her burns were too severe. Rachael passed away 2 days later in an upstairs bedroom in excruciating pain. But the tragedy didn't end there. Just a short time later, their 10-month-old adopted daughter Elizabeth also died suddenly in the master bedroom from unknown causes. It was labeled as SIDS, but some believe a darker force may have intervened. Overwhelmed by the grief of losing 2 children, Jessie Gibbons fell into a deep depression. She contracted pneumonia and passed away in the very same room where baby Elizabeth had died. In a short span of time, this happy home became a tomb for the 3 most important women in Dr. Gibbons' life. He lived out his final days in loneliness and despair, continuing his medical practice on the first floor, where he witnessed not only the passing of his family, but of countless patients as well. Today, the new owners and visitors of Whispers Estate all agree on one thing: the Gibbons family never left. Rachael's spirit is said to still linger on the 2nd floor and the staircase. She loves to run and play. Guests often hear the pitter-patter of small feet giggling and the sound of toys bumping around. But Rachael's presence isn't just harmless play. In the bedroom where she passed, people often feel a sudden intense blast of heat, accompanied by the acrid smell of burning fabric. It is the painful memory of her death still imprinted on the atmosphere. A group of women once brought a doll as a gift for Rachael. They left it in her room. A short while later, they found the doll lying at the bottom of the stairs, scorched and smelling of smoke. The master bedroom where both Jessie and baby Elizabeth died is one of the most haunted areas. Guests sleeping here are often awakened by the sound of heavy coughing and the labored breathing of someone dying of pneumonia. The overwhelming scent of baby powder frequently appears and disappears. Some people report feeling a heavy weight on their chest, making it hard to breathe, as if they are experiencing Jessie's final moments. And the closet in this room, it has a strange habit. The doorknob will rattle violently, and then the door will pop open on its own, repeating throughout the night as if someone is trying to escape. If the upper floor is a place of sadness, the 1st floor and the basement are places of fear. Dr. John Gibbons is believed to still be here, but he is no longer the kind father he once was. His spirit seems to have been twisted by pain and isolation. He is often accused of whispering into the ears of young women and making them feel incredibly uncomfortable. But scarier than the doctor is the entity known as Big Black. This is a tall, dense black mass that often appears in the doctor's old exam room or down in the basement. Big Black is not a normal ghost. It is aggressive and hostile. Many visitors have been physically attacked by it. They report being scratched, pushed, and having their hair pulled. One woman was once left with 11 distinct scratches on her back and neck in a single night. Another man was pushed down so hard he broke the banister. It is believed that Big Black could be a manifestation of all the negative energy, pain, and death that has occurred in this house over a century. Or worse, it could be something demonic that has been awakened. The name Whispers Estate is no accident. Guests here frequently hear disembodied voices whispering in their ears, calling their names or speaking gibberish. Sometimes it's the voice of Dr. Gibbons diagnosing a patient. Other times it's Rachael asking you to play in the second-floor bathroom where a tenant slipped and broke his neck in the 1970s. People often hear a moaning voice pleading, "Help me." And there is a horrific legend about the backyard. Some psychics believe there is a mass grave there containing medical waste and remains from Dr. Gibbons' practice. Whispers Estate is open today for tours and for those brave enough to challenge themselves with an overnight stay. But be warned, this is not a game. Many curious visitors have left here terrified, bearing strange scratches on their bodies. Thank you for listening to the story of Whispers Estate. What do you think about the tragedies of the Gibbons family? Were they victims of a dark force from the very beginning? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us as we explore the next mysterious haunted house.